Okay, Amber, you can go ahead and get started.
Great, thanks. I am going to call to order the Parks and Conservation meeting of March 30th. We continue to meet virtually. I think everyone has seen those directions and is getting used to this format. Unfortunately for us, I'm going to go ahead and do the roll really quickly. So I think those that are present, and let me know if I miss you, we have Carlino, Contos, Hess, Jordan, Becerra, Savage, Cheryl, Vasika, and West. If I have missed you as a council person, please raise your hand. I'm trying to get us back on schedule a bit, so we are not going to go through the normal roll call. So we have minutes of March 16th to be approved. If there are any changes to those minutes, please raise your hand. Otherwise, those minutes will stand approved. Okay, I do not see any hands, so those stand approved. If we have a couple of people in the public, if you're here to make public comment on items that are not on the agenda for today, please raise your hand. And I don't see any hands there either. So we are speed committeeing today. And our first item, we have Brett here. So Brett, go ahead on the professional agreement for the Forefront Design Inc.
Okay, hello, my name is Brett Gilman and I'm the superintendent at the city cemetery. We recently had a strategic plan done, and part of that was looking into whether we need to remodel or rebuild our office building. Some of the issues we have here are interior. The boiler needs replacement within the next couple of years. We have a flat roof that leaks, some degrading brick and mortar, and some small amount of asbestos in the basement. We are roughly about 950 square feet. Probably 700 of that is usable office space. There's no privacy in our reception area when we're meeting the public or grieving families. There's lack of storage for our files and supplies. So we're here to ask for approval for authorization to enter a professional services agreement with a company that's called Forefront Designs Incorporated. And they have extensive experience working with cemeteries, including several national cemeteries.
Great, thanks, Brett. That was fast. Are there any questions from council? Okay, so I need a motion then. And Gwen.
Yes, I'm happy to make the motion. I was going to say I could just, having served as Parks Chair, if I may speak to it, Madam?
Of course, yeah.
Sorry, not too quick on the uptake this morning. I served as Parks Chair and sat through a fair amount of cemetery board meetings and appreciate the tiny space we would sit in for board meetings, first of all, but also I think the fact that we still have on-site cemetery services is a huge component of our cemetery, and it frankly is the best way to provide service for people either researching family genealogy or people who are burying a loved one, and there's all sorts of new approaches that the cemetery is coming up since not only pet cremation, but cremation in general is a bigger process. So frankly, I think having this groundwork done to create something that's going to work in the long run as the cemetery changes with the times is really strategic, and I'm in support of it.
Thanks, Gwen. John?
Yes. So this company that's coming in, they take care of everything, or do they sub out?
They are just an architectural firm, so they will draw up some plans and then we move forward with that. Seeking out who we would like to construct or remodel.
I see. Thanks.
Yep.
Great, and I don't see any additional hands up. We do have a motion on the floor. If anyone in the public would not like to make public comment on this motion, please raise your hand. And I do not see any hands raised. So Karina, would you go ahead and take a roll call vote on this?
Yes. Becerra.
Yes.
Becerra votes yes. Carlino.
Yes.
Carlino votes yes. Contos.
Yes.
Contos votes yes. Hess.
Yes.
Hess votes yes. Jones.
Yes.
Jones votes yes. Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan votes yes. Savage. Jennifer.
I see she's here, but I don't see her camera on. So maybe
Okay.
she's had to step away. So just go ahead. with
No
that.
problem. Cheryl.
Yes.
Cheryl votes yes. Vaseka.
Yes.
Vaseka votes yes. West.
Yes.
West votes yes. That is 9 yeses, no, excuse me, 9 yeses.
Thanks. And thanks, Brett. I appreciate you coming, and we will look forward to seeing some of these changes get underway at the cemetery.
Okay, thank you.
And our next item is to the reappointment to the Parks and Recreation Board. And the motion is to confirm John O'Connor as well as Dale Harris to the Parks and Recreation Board for the term beginning May 1st and this year and expiring April 30th, 2025. Just as a note, these are both two people that have been big contributors as far as community service. I know John O'Connor personally, and I think if you look through the resumes, the applications, you will see that Mr. Harris has done he has an impressive list of community service that he's done. So I also want to take this opportunity to thank those people that in our community that are willing to do this, put their time, energy, expertise, and I will go ahead to council questions, but I personally fully support this. Okay, I don't see any hands up, so I do need a motion. Gwen.
I'm happy to make the motion, and these are great candidates to be on this. So I'm happy to make the motion.
Thank you. I couldn't agree more. And we do have a motion on the floor. Is there any public comments on this motion? Please raise your hand. Okay, we can go ahead and do a roll. Oh, Daniel, did you have a question?
I just had a comment. Is that okay?
Of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I do appreciate both these guys' service on the Parks and Rec board. But just because of, I just don't agree with some of the votes in the past with like fee increases. So I just am not going to be supporting this today. Thanks.
Okay, any other comments, questions? Okay, go ahead and Karina will go ahead and do a roll call vote. Thank you.
Becerra.
Yes.
Becerra votes yes. Carlino.
No.
Carlino votes no. Contos.
Yes.
Contos votes yes. Hess.
Yes.
Hess votes yes. Jones.
Yes.
Jones votes yes. Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan votes yes. Cheryl.
Yes.
Cheryl votes yes. Vaseka.
Yes.
Vaseka votes yes. West.
Yes.
West votes yes. That is 8 yeses and 1 no.
Great, thank you. So both of, Daniel, is it okay for this to go on the consent agenda on Monday, or do you want it on committee reports?
Consent agenda is fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put both of those items on the consent agenda. And I can't believe it, we did it, you guys. We're still on schedule. Nice job, Karina, working fast. And I am going to adjourn the Parks and Conservation Committee. Thanks, everyone.